Good morning, class 9th. Today we are going to do some revision of exercise 6.2, and I'll take one more question from exercise 6.3 also. Question number 6 of exercise 6.2 is in figure 6.33 I have drawn the figure. PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. An incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ at B and the reflected ray moves along the path BC and strikes the mirror S at C and again reflects back along CD. Prove that AB parallel to CD. We have to prove this ray AB is parallel to ray CD. Okay, so I have written to prove. Now given PQ and RS are two parallel mirrors, an incident ray AB strikes at PQ. This is AB strikes at PQ at point B and reflected ray moves along. Now it is reflected ray for this mirror which is moving along path BC and strikes at RS at point C and reflected back along path CD. Okay, now I did some construction. This is BM which is normal to this mirror, or you can say perpendicular to this line, means this BM line is perpendicular to line PQ and line CN is perpendicular to RS. Okay, now proof. We are going to use concept of sines in this also. See, this is angle of incidence. I'm writing this angle 1. This is angle of reflection. Here this is angle of incidence and this is angle of reflection. So angle 1 is equals to angle 2, angle 3 is equals to angle 4. This is first law of reflection. Angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Okay, now you can see AB and this BM and CN are parallel. BM parallel to CN, since PQ parallel to RS, because both are perpendiculars on parallel lines, and if we draw two perpendiculars on parallel lines, they will be parallel. Okay, now you can see this is these two are parallel lines and this is transversal. It means angle 2 is equals to angle 3. These are alternate interior angles. Okay, now I'm just using a technique. I'm just multiplying both sides by 2. So it will be twice of angle 2 is equals to twice of angle 3. Okay, or we can write angle 2 plus angle 2. Twice can be written 2 times like this. And we know that actually we want to prove angle 1 plus angle 2 and angle 3 plus angle 4. So angle 2 will be replaced by angle 1 and here 1 angle 3 is replaced by angle 4, since angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and angle 3 is equals to angle 4. Now 1 plus 2, you can see this is AB, angle ABC. This is angle ABC, and 3 plus 4 you can see angle BCD. So this is angle BCD. Now we have proved that angle ABC is equals to angle BCD, but these are alternate interior angles, and if alternate interior angles are equal, then lines will be parallel. And what are the lines between which these angles are made? So these are lines AB and CD. Therefore AB parallel to CD. So this is very important question of exercise 6.2. Now I am doing exercise 6.3. Again last question, which is of the type to prove. Okay, remaining questions are actually numerical or logic based. Now question number 6. In figure 6.44, I'm just making the figure. Triangle PQR is there. Okay, and this is exterior angle. This is PQR and this is S. Now what we have to prove? To prove angle QTR, you can see the figure is equals to half of QPR. Actually I'm not making complete figure now, given you can write it yourself. Okay, in triangle PQR, side QR is produced to form exterior angle PRS. Okay, and QT and RT are bisectors of angle Q and angle PRS. Okay, so this is given. Now first of all, suppose this angle is 2x. Okay, and this is 2y. Now can you use exterior angle property in this triangle? See, 2y will be 2x plus angle P in triangle PRS. Using exterior angle property, so 2y is equals to 2x plus angle P. This is equation 1. Now I'm drawing the same figure once again, but now completing the figure. This is P Q R S. Okay, now we have bisectors also. They are intersecting each other at point T. This was 2y earlier, now half part of this will be y. This is y and y. Okay, and this will be x and x. Now in this triangle QRT, okay, I'm using exterior angle property in this triangle QRT. See, this is the triangle now in which I'm using exterior angle property. Okay, so you can write in triangle QRT using exterior angle property EAP. Okay, so you will write y is equals to x plus angle T. Y is equals to x plus angle T. This is equation 2. So from equation 2 we can put value of y in equation 1. From 2 put value of y in equation 1. So it will be 2 bracket, in place of y we can write x plus angle T, okay, is equals to, this is 2x plus angle P. Okay, this is 2 into x, 2x plus 2 into angle T, twice of angle T, is equals to 2x plus angle P. Now 2x will be cancelled out by 2x. Now twice of angle T. Angle T means QTR. I'm writing full name of it. This is QTR and angle P is QPR. Okay, now I'm just separating this QTR. So angle QTR is equals to half of angle QPR. This is what we had to prove. Now we proved it, hence proved. So these two questions are very important. So once again you can revise these questions, okay, and note down in your maths notebook. Thank you.